How are we going, everyone? Look what I got here. It's bare rooted season, right? Well, I've got some roses, and these aren't your not your ordinary roses that you get at your local garden centres, that's for sure. Well, I'm sure some of the specialty garden centres will have some of these, the ones that are collectors and things like that. We've got some wild roses here. These are the old wild, well, this is from Wild Rose Nurseries, a wonderful family or team down there who've been very supportive. They've actually started contributing to our magazine. So in our winter edition, which is out now in circulation, everybody should have received theirs by now. If not, it's still in the mail, obviously travelling, but available at all news agencies across Australia. Vasili's Garden to Kitchen magazine. You'll find the story now about wild gardens and wild roses. And I've got 4 gifted to me here. I've never grown a wild rose before. I've seen them grown wild in the past, out in the paddocks. This is called Aphotida Bicolour, aka Australian Copper. Small clusters of small single brilliant copper red flowers with bright yellow reverse and yellow stamens. Strong pungent fragrance. I've got no glasses on, by the way. Arching up, I'm going to stop there. Upright bush, long once bloom. Once bloom? What are you telling me? It's only going to bloom once in the season. All right. We've got another one here. Just quickly go through them. Spinosissima, William III, Rosa spinosissima. Look how weird they look. They're really gnarly or real spiky. It's almost like the rootstock's taken off and it's got all that real fibrous thorns all along the side there. So there's not one big thorn spaced out. There's many little ones. And you can see suckering up at the bottom as well. So these aren't grafted. These are just traditional roses cuttings. You can see they're a rose cutting wild as anything. So we've got 1, 2, 3. This is the third one, is that right? Rosa virginiana, native to North America, suckering shrub up to 2 metres in height. Pink single flowers and small round fruits in autumn. We're talking about the seed pods, I suppose, but all the rose hips. So this would be something that I've seen plenty of times when the rootstock takes off and takes over the plant on top. These are coming back into vogue. These are a fashion statement coming. I've lost one. Wait a second. You're not eating a rose, are you? No, you're not. Sorry. Where's my 4th one? There's 1, 2, 3. We had 4 here. Well, I've forgotten how to count. Well, folks, I thought there were 4 roses here. Obviously, there are 3 at the moment. Look, if it pops up somewhere, it's in the garden, I'm sure I'll find it as long as it's still alive and not being eaten up by Vader. I'm going to pot these up anyway, so I've got a larger pot. I've got an 8-inch pot for this larger one variety. You can see there, that's going to sit just below the top of the rim. As we said, always try and cover all the root ball. Don't have it planted up with soil all the way up to there like that. Get it down as close to the base as possible. Ideally, and I haven't got them here, you need deep pots or tall pots, they call them. So they've got a deeper base on them, so you can get a deeper root system into them, because eventually this will grow, and this pot is going to be too small by summertime. End of summertime, this is going to be too small. This is our famous potting mix. We announced it last week and everybody went nuts about it. We can't ship it online, folks, because it's way too heavy. We can't get it out there. It's just unfortunate. We're going to try and get it out into the garden centres across the states. In the meantime, it's available as a click and collect from our 2 stores, Lethbridge and Coburg. A little bit at the base. Organic, it's got a bit of everything in it. We've spoken about that, researched it in the past videos that we've done, and just top it up all the way around. It doesn't need anything more than that. Now, being bare rooted, like all plants, here's a quick tip. You can't press that down too hard there. You don't want to press the soil into the roots. If it's a small matting type of root like this, if I start putting pressure on that, I'm going to mat all this up. And that's not what you want to do with a rose. You're going to end up killing it, or just cause it to struggle to push out a nice strong fibrous roots all the way around. So what we do is we just tap. Have a look here. You'll see pockets, air pockets in there. See, I can get my finger in there. There's an air pocket down in there. If I tilt it like that, what you need to do, you either use a little stick like a bamboo stick. See if I can find one. Here's a little bit of wood I found on the ground. You can just sort of dab around the root zone like that, and just sort of, it's almost like a vibrator that you use when taking out the air pockets in concrete. You're just jabbing it in up and down like that and helping the soil to fill into those cavities. And or hold it still if you need to. Tap the pot on the table or bench that you're working on, and you'll see it settle down nicely like that. It'll also settle down with the watering, but don't just rely on the watering to do it. So top it all up, A little bit off centre, doesn't matter. These will end up going in the ground somewhere once I find a space for them. Tap, tap, tap. That's done. One down, 2 more to go. And once you've done all this, tap the walls. I'm pressing down on the outside, not too much. I should see what happens here if I press. Yeah, that's not too bad. It'll settle down, it'll need a top up. Yeah, if you use your fingers to press down the soil, don't press over the root zone, press around the root zone like that. It's better for it. It's all about giving the plant the best chance it can to grow its own roots without having to force its way through all the pressure that you've put on it by pressing the soil down. Here we are, last one. This is Rosa Virginiana. Okay, down there to the one side, top up the soil. I love this potting mix. I've used a lot of potting mix in my time, and I think this is just going to be, you know, the one-stop shop basically for all types of potting plants that you have that you need to do. Press it down, a little bit more. And then all we need to do is give them a light liquid feed with our liquid gold, then place them somewhere where they get plenty of sunlight, and give them a few weeks before you realise spring will be around the corner. We'll get lots of lovely flowers, folks. Bed rooter season's out there. Go to your local garden centre, check out everything they have there. It's a great opportunity to find some great fruit trees and ornamental trees and flowering plants as well. They can get into your garden at discounted prices because it's a lot cheaper when they're bare rooted. Ours are potted stuff at our garden centre. You're welcome to come down there, say hello. End of financial year sale is going to end soon. Take advantage of the great specials we have. The offer is the key coupon code word to use to get an extra 25% off the already discounted price. You can find it all at vasilisgarden.com. Click and collect. Coburg and Lethbridge, from me, Vasili Maresi.